Hi, Sarah from the upcoming. So
Cecilia,
lovely to meet you. So can you tell us, why did you want to adapt this novel for the big screen?
Well, we fell in love with the characters. I feel like it was, when I was reading it, like the book covers from when Cameron is 12 until she's 16 and she gets sent to this camp. And it felt like it was, the characters were alive. It was a story that wasn't told before. We weren't set to do an issue film because, to be honest, when I was reading it the first time in 2014, I just thought that like this was something that was going on in the 90s, and then surely, conversion therapy was something of the past. So it was, and then obviously reading about how real it was, and then obviously we were filming when the current administration got voted in, so then it became even more of something that, something that very much spoke to us and felt important.
And got some incredible talent there to embody these roles, not least Chloe, but also Sacha Lane. How is it working with these actresses?
It was incredible. Like I only made another feature with Desiree, Appropriate Behavior, where Desiree stars in it, and she was incredible. But you know what I mean? Like when you suddenly are like working with someone like as young as Chloe, but she's been on so many sets. She just brings like this set of expertise that you just feel like you could sit back and watch her work and just learn from her.
And I mean, it's already had the Grand Jury Prize at Sundance. Do you think there's increased recognition now for female-directed, female-written, female-driven stories?
I hope so. I definitely hope so. I hope that like it's more about the content rather than like who's behind the camera. And I think like it's just women are getting more opportunities to shine in that sense. So yeah, I hope it's something that gets more and more recognition for sure.
And what really strikes me about the film is that it really does resist sort of resorting to stereotypes, caricatures, any kind of cliches. Do you think that was something that was really quite important for handling this kind of sensitive material?
Definitely, and it's something that I think in the book was already really well portrayed. I mean, Emily did a lot. Emily Dunford, the writer of the book, she did a lot of research, and she comes from this world as well of like sort of evangelical Christianism. And because Desiree and I also I'm Italian. I mean, I was raised somehow Catholic. She's Iranian, so obviously there's a bit of like we understand a word that is close-minded, but we definitely wanted to avoid any cliche, and I feel like it makes the story more powerful. Hi, my name is Cecilia Frugiuele. I'm the co-writer and producer of the Miseducation of Cameron Post. Well, the Miseducation of Cameron Post is a story of Cameron, a 16-year-old girl who gets sent to a gay conversion therapy camp in the USA, and it's set in 1993. So it's set in it's a period film technically, which is ridiculous since it's such only a few years ago in a way. But also it's a very relevant subject since conversion therapy is very much a problem in the US and worldwide right now. Well, I mean, that is the character of Cameron obviously comes from the mind of Emily Dunford, who wrote the book. I mean, we try to be as faithful to that as possible, and she's just someone who deep down really knows who she is, and as much as the world is trying to sort of crush her spirit down, she just keeps on fighting back. And we just really wanted to tell a story that obviously talked about difficult subject matter, but we wanted to give Erin who's not who just like stands her ground and really fights for what she believes in. And Chloe was the perfect, she's, kick-ass, you know what I mean? Like she's a girl, like she's just like, I don't know, she just really represents, I think, strength for a generation. Well, I guess it's because the very first time, when we connected to the project, it wasn't so much about the issue. Like, to be honest, I thought reading it, you're like, okay, this is 1993, it's a terrible thing that happened, but surely this is not longer like something that we need to worry now. And it was more about building this beautiful story, these beautiful characters for an audience that I think is craved to see themselves represented on screen. I remember reading about the love story between Chloe and Cameron and feeling that feeling of butterfly in your stomach and really knowing, seeing myself when I was a kid and reading and watching films that really represented my point of view as a straight person, and really getting hit by the fact that this is not something that most kids get these days, and we just wanted to really fill that gap, and I feel like then everything else fell into place. Well, hopefully it's not graphic as much as it's real, and we just wanted to really, it's a sexual coming of age. Everybody is worried about this girl's sexuality, and they keep on bringing, even though she's a kid, and if we don't show the aspect of reality of, when you fall in love, you don't just want to hold hands. She wouldn't get sent to a camp for just holding a girl's hand. So we just felt like we wanted to show it. And Desiree is an amazing director when it comes to intimate scenes. I think she just really, she just really has a way with it.